We want to create incentives for farmers to conserve agrobiodiversity, much of which is increasingly threatened. In order to do that, we ran a competitive conservation tender with communities in Bolivia and Peru to conserve specific varieties of quinoa, which is an Andean grain. And what we asked these communities to do was to tell us which of these varieties they would be willing to plant, on what area, and how many farmers would be involved, and in addition to specify what kind of rewards they would need in order to be able to participate in this conservation program. And what we discovered is that there is indeed a wide range in the offers of these different communities. So by taking this approach, we're able to select those which are the least cost ones. And that allows us to maximize the impact of our program, because by minimizing the cost of conservation, you can afford to conserve more. At the same time, we also consider that perhaps cost efficiency is not the only criteria, and that there may be social equity considerations which are important as well, and which contribute to the long-term sustainability of these kind of conservation programs. So in the selection process, it's also necessary to take into account some of these trade-offs. This is a really interesting example because there has been a lot of market development over the last few years of organic quinoa, which tends to be mainly of the white type. And many other quinoa varieties are increasingly becoming threatened.
¿Y conoce otras personas que han sembrado esta variedad?
Tampoco no, acá en Mañazo no, acá estas variedades no.
Pero eso sí tienen una demanda casi fija, ¿no? Las blancas, pero sin colores sí, pero ahora sí entiendo de que puede haber. Sí, ahí te digo.
Antes nuestros abuelos han cultivado varios tipos de quinoa, entonces como ya no tenía precio, ya quería desaparecer.
Hace 12 años ya estoy cultivando como productora variedades de quinoa, pero es el primer año que cultiva de esta variedad. Nosotros solicitamos en calaminas transparentes y semillas de alfalfa.
There are many values associated with biodiversity. Direct use ones associated with the cultivation of the actual food product, fibers, medicinal plants, and so on. But there are many other benefits as well. These are related to, for example, some of the ecosystem values in terms of maintaining soil quality, reducing vulnerability to pests and diseases. There are also, it's important to maintain this diversity for our ability to adapt to future climate change. At the moment, many of those values are not reflected in the marketplace. This creates a bias against conservation, so we have less than socially desirable levels of conservation. And if we want to secure the existence of these resources, we need to create incentives for farmers to maintain those resources in the public good.